Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. I tell you, man, I had myself a crazy Friday this past week, man. I had work, then I met up with some folks from Legion M for a little scavenger hunt at Grand Central. That was a lot of fun. Then went and saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Then went to a friend's Christmas party, and thrown in there throughout the entire day, mixed in with all of that, I must have watched the Avengers Endgame trailer like a bajillion times. And I can say Endgame because I've already done my live reaction. If you haven't seen it, peep it out. But pull up a chair, take a seat. We are going to break down this trailer, man. If you watched that live reaction, I said that this trailer didn't give us a ton, right? Like, we didn't get to really see any action. It didn't give away too much, which was nice. But then I watched it, like, over and over and over again throughout the whole day. Watched it so many times. There is a lot in here, man, from an emotional standpoint and a story setup, and plenty to take a look at. So we're definitely going to take a look at this one again and break it down, start to finish. So let's get ourselves small. Shrink it on down like Ant-Man, who we, of course, know plays a crucial role toward the end of this one. But we are small. The trailer is down below us. So let's go start to finish, man, and break this thing down. Avengers Endgame first trailer. Let's take a look here. And this is, I tell you, man, like I said, this trailer it's not rooted in action, the way Infinity War was. This one, we're buying into this one, man, because of what we've built over the course of 10 years. And we got lots of action in Infinity War. Post-snap is a dark, rough place to be in. And we are, fans, we were all gutted emotionally. Imagine being the guys and the characters in this movie. So I liked that the trailer right away is setting, the lighting. I love this color palette, and it's kind of just putting you in this grim feel. And we see Tony's helmet, and it's all screwed up. And if you remember, he had no helmet at the end of that fight with Thanos. So that makes you wonder, is this like all that's left of the nanobots with how damaged he was? Like, this is all he could put back together so he could record this message. And I understand that, we haven't really built these love stories that well in these movies. But with everything we've had to build in 10 years to get here, I'll play along, and go off the litany of comic book history behind these characters. And then throw in the fact that Downey's just acting his ass off, as always. Watching this, I was just like, oh my God, this is killing me, man. Like, oh, he's saying goodbye to Pepper, and I love the Russo brothers. Despite all of this pain and tragedy, we can just get a beautiful shot. I love the coloring here. I love the light coming as we see the ship floating by, and I believe we're on the Guardians ship, obviously at the end of Infinity War, stuck up on Titan, Tony and Nebula. And I like that we start there, because it was one of those, I kind of forgot about thinking it in that way, because at the end of the movie, kind of, you're just trying to jump back there, but you're taking everything that's going on in Wakanda. Forgot, like, yeah, shoot, Tony's lost in space. I was actually talking about that the other day with some friends, so I love that we start there.
Part of the journey is the end.
I also love that we start there, right? Part of the journey is the end, and I mean, I love it and I hate it, right? Because I'm not ready for the end. Obviously, most of us believe we're going to lose a few of these characters. But watching this, I was like, I don't want to lose them, man. I want more time with Tony and Cap and everybody. But sometimes part of the journey is the end. And this is the end that we're leading to. So I do like that we get Tony saying goodbye to kind of start off the trailer, because we might be having to say goodbye ourselves. He's mentally prepping us. I also absolutely loved this shot too, right before where we stopped, of him kind of looking out as he's saying, like, we've lost food and water 4 days ago. We lose air tomorrow. And like, imagine having to deal with that on top of having to deal with, like, the Peter death and the fact that like you don't know how many people that happened to, and if it was just you or what happened on Earth when Thanos disappeared. All the things that must be going on in Tony's head, and you can see it even in the small image in Tony's face. Man, Downey's just he's so good. I love me some Downey.
When I drift off, I will dream about you.
And he's a romantic. I'm gonna steal that line one day. I promise you. I hope my future wife isn't watching this video right now, because one day I'm gonna go. You know, when I drift off, I'll be thinking of you. That's a beautiful line, Tony.
It's always you.
Get me. It's always you. Oh, it gets even better. And the turn off. And now we start moving. Where else are we going in this trailer, man? Marvel Studios. We're dusting the title card. When that happened, I was like, oh man, everything is getting dusted. I hope that Marvel Studios doesn't actually get dusted. Make sure you save that to Endgame. But this is beautiful. I love that. Obviously, the 10 popping up because we're still in the 10-year frame. Now this I love. And I actually was online the other day and saw somebody talking about this frame. And that we actually saw a piece of this in Infinity War. One of the shots down the right corner when Thanos is kind of chilling up in his little place, you can see the helmet. But I love this, man. It's the Thanos Scarecrow. That is right. Bring it on up too, man. That's right out of the comics. Now, he's not a full Scarecrow. He's not stuffed. He doesn't have straw coming out. He doesn't have but using all the armor to make the Thanos Scarecrow, that's so awesome. And when you're not going to give us a ton of plot or action, give me a little comic book Easter egg like Thanos Scarecrow. I love it. So good. And then obviously we know Thanos, he's got the damage from the from the gauntlet. It is fused to his hand. It's not up with the Thanos Thanos Scarecrow. It's still on the hand. He can't take that bad boy off right now.
Exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out.
This. I mean, we already. I'm sure it's probably already everywhere. This Cap with just the one tear, man, that's gonna be a meme, especially after this movie. Like, if this movie goes and either like Cap goes down or Tony goes down, you're gonna see this frame of Captain America with the one tear everywhere. I hate that he lost the beard already. Like, don't lose it yet, Cap. But clearly, a couple, there's some time has passed. Cap's had enough time to, shave and, clean up the hair a little bit. Way more put together, looking more Cap-like right there. But we hear, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, say that Thanos accomplished what he tried to do, which was not just wipe out 50% of the population. 50% of the creatures, man. It's everything. It's not just people. That's animals and insects and half of everything gone.
50% of all living creatures.
All living creatures. Everybody, man. That's how big that snap was. And here, I love this, right? We're getting to see, like I said, we're touching base throughout the whole trailer with all of our Avengers, who's pretty much all that's left. And we see Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner standing watching all the other genius minds pull up on the screen. This is obviously people that they believe to be dead or think or know to be dead. We see Scott Lang there. They obviously don't know where he is. We do. We know he's in the quantum realm. He's not gone. Right before Tom Holland, we saw Shuri up there. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, Peter Parker up there, and Bruce. Just all of the people that, I'm sure he would look at as colleagues that he's worked with, just all gone, including, we don't see him up there, but Tony ain't on Earth right now. So obviously Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner going through a lot here, losing all of the other genius minds in the MCU. It's a lot of pressure for Bruce Banner, man. It's just me now. Keep moving up. I love this too. Now I'm assuming that this is somewhere in Avengers, in the Avengers headquarters. I don't know where it is. It is freezing cold. We're going to see some breath come in, which it's moving up, so it doesn't look like it's coming out of Chris Hemsworth's mouth. So I don't know. Maybe Rocket's in there with him. But I love this shot because, you can just see how mad He is, and I'm sure it's a mixture of Thanos and Adam himself, because he could have ended Thanos, man, just take the arm off. But I also love that we can see the different color in his eyes. For one quick shot of Thor, a lot packed in there, and I liked everything they got going on there. Here we go. We finally see Nebula still on the ship with Tony somewhere else. Give him some time to say goodbye, right? But we've lost, loved ones. We've lost family, friends. Now this was the first big pop of the trailer for me. When as soon as that first happened, I was like, ooh, there it is, Hawkeye, all Ronin'd up, man. And if you're not sure, like Scarlett Johansson, she's not sure. Is that who I think that is? Who is that masked man? Well, we're gonna find out, Black Widow, aren't we? That masked man lost parts of ourself. Look at that, man. That's a dead man right there. He's like, I've been left on the sidelines since Civil War, guys. I'm dead inside. I said, I'm going to go out and go crazy. And put my mask on. I'm going to juice up my abilities. I'm going to be Ronin. And I just love the way Jeremy Renner is looking here. I cannot wait to see him in action. I hope they give him something huge in this movie, because I hated not having him in an Infinity War. It felt like a piece was missing, and I love that we're going to get him back. But Ronan, oh man, he's looking so good. I'm really pumped for all that. Talking about loved ones and parts of our lives, we see Cap with the picture of Peggy Carter. You wonder if he'll see her within the time jumping that I think we all know is going to happen at some point in this movie, because of somebody that's coming up.
Work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
I love that line too, man, right? Like, it has to work, because I got nothing else, man. Everything is going to be on the line in this one, as the title reveal that's coming is going to tell us. But I love it, man. You feel the heaviness and the weight that we all were feeling at the end of Infinity War carrying into this movie. This has been heavy, man. And I absolutely love this, man. You get the dusting coming back together to reform a ghosted-like Avengers. I love the coloration. And then, boom, there it is. Endgame, man. I love that title. It works. It works for me, for sure. And then, of course, like I said, this whole trailer, man, has been as heavy as we were all feeling after Infinity War. And then the end of the trailer saves us, gives us that little bit of hope. That little bit of hope. Maybe a pun intended. I love this, man. Scott Lang, outside. He's back from the quantum realm. We don't know how he got there.
Is this an old message?
I love that. Is this an old message? Like, where is this coming from? Scott's gone. Scott ain't gone. He's back, man. He's so funny. I absolutely love Paul Rudd, and I love that Paul Rudd is the hope that we all need in this trailer. I can't. Give me all the Scott Lang, man. I'm a big fan of him. I hope he gets lots more to do as well, because he was also certainly missed in that Infinity War movie, because he had a big role to play last time we saw him in Civil War. Yes, again, pun completely intended. And then I love this, right? We've moved up the Avengers from the May date, which pains me a little bit because May 7th is my birthday, and Avengers is always right around my birthday. It'll still be around my birthday. And it happened right last year. They moved it back so that they could do an international release. But we also get to then use the Avengers logo as the A in April, and I really dig that, man. So there you go. Top to bottom, for a trailer that didn't give us a ton visually to look at, it certainly packed in a lot to pay attention to, and story, and how the emotional weight is feeling. But there is that little bit of hope because of Scott Lang. I can't wait. The one thing I will say, and I said this I think in my trailer reaction, surprised we didn't see any Brie Larson in there at all, or even a hint of Captain Marvel. I really thought seeing her trailer first must have meant that she was going to pop up in there. But ultimately, very much the way I came to terms with the end of Avengers Infinity War, liking that it was the Avengers. That's who's left. I like that that's what we're focused on. Who's left post-snap, how they're dealing with it. We are feeling what they're feeling. And I like that we're not seeing where anybody else is, if we've brought anybody else back, or how things are going to play out. I know it's my job to react and watch all these things, but when Infinity War happened, I wasn't doing that yet, and I just did the first trailer. I never did anything more than that because I didn't watch any of the other ones. I don't know if I want to watch any other trailers that come out, man. I want to be completely surprised, but I'm sure if a second one comes out before we get to April, it took so long for this one, who knows? I'm sure I'm going to have to check it out because it'll probably give us some of that action we didn't see here. But for the first trailer, I love what they're doing, man. They just keep building that anticipation. Like, we're like, I still haven't really seen anything, and I like that. I don't want to know where we're going. I don't want to have to be able to theorize or figure it out outside of knowing that we're all pretty sure we're going to time jump based on some of the things we've seen. But I loved what they were doing here in this first Endgame trailer. I want to know what you loved in this Endgame trailer, man. We broke this thing down start to finish. I want to know everything that you liked about it, what you're excited about, how you were feeling watching it, right? I mean, you were feeling the emotion then, like I said, that hope building. I like the way that the trailer goes that way, like start grim, but end real hopeful, because we need all the hope we can muster to get everybody back. But lots of things in there, man, for us comic book nerds and just fans in general. So let me know everything you're thinking down below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe and little bell so you get alerts every time I make a new video. For the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down, man, I am the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace.
Oh, geez, you guys are still here? Well, if you are, you might as well check out a video like this guy or this guy. And if you haven't, could you please hit that subscribe button like that guy over there? Thanks, man.